Welcome back to Varsity Life. It was a big weekend for high school hoops with girls division titles and the first ever statewide boys tournament. Let's take a look at the bracket after the first round. Here's a look. The Elite Eight consisted of Cranston West, North Providence, St. Ray's, West Warwick, Bishop Hendricken, Tiverton, North KINGSTOWN, and Central. Now we're going to take you through that Elite Eight all the way down to the finals, and we're going to start with the overall number one seed, the Cranston West Falcons. They were playing the Division II winner, North Providence, and what a game between these two. Falcons' Brian Yarsey hits the floater in the lane, giving West the 1-point lead, 69-68. With 30 seconds to go, the Cougars could not score. They fouled Andrew Levy. He misses the free throw, as you saw, and then the outlet pass to Dylan McCluskey. He finds Austin Van Bemelman wide open down the lane for the go-ahead bucket with 5 seconds left. Here's West's final chance. Yarsey up the court. The shot's no good. Everyone in the place goes crazy as North Providence knocks off the number one overall Cranston West 70-69. Next up, West Warwick and St. Ray's. The Saints' Trevor Vassy soars in for the big dunk, 49-46. St. Ray's, the Wizards' Charles Dalton scores, and West Warwick takes a 1-point lead, but the Saints would go on a late run down the stretch and pull out the win, 68-60, the final. We're going to jump over to the other side of the bracket, starting with Bishop Hendricken looking for their 8th straight title, taking on Tiverton. Tiverton's Gunnar Joinson gets the mid-range jumper to fall. Tigers with the 24-point second half lead. But the Hawks mount a major comeback. Lee Messier gets the tip-in to fall, tying things at 72, but Tiverton just too much. Kenneth Welchman nails the jumper, and Tiverton wins it 88-76, the final, ending the Hawks' 7-year state title run, capping off the second upset of the tournament. So who would play against Tiverton? Well, it'd be the winner of this one, North KINGSTOWN, taking on Central. In the final seconds, NK down 3. It's Robert Hazard with the long-distance 3, ties things up. They go to overtime, and in OT, Robert Lewis hits the step-back 3. He finished with a game-high 28, Central by 4. They go on to win it, 81-74, the final. So now with the final 4 set, it was North Providence and Tiverton advancing to play St. Ray's and Central. Now North Providence and Tiverton knocked off 2 of the best D1 teams, and they were looking to continue that magic. Let's start with the Cinderella. Tiverton Tigers taking on the 2nd-seeded Central Knights. The Knights, it's Robert Lewis again, tying things up at 51, sending things into overtime. Lewis with 26 points this time around. In overtime, Gunnar Joinson with the 3-ball. He had 33 points. This game would take 2 overtimes, and that's where Ben Burgundy gets the shot to fall. He had 31 points as D2 Tiverton Tigers continue the dream. They win it 77-74 in double OT. On the other side of the bracket, it was North Providence taking on St. Ray's. Austin Van Bemelman led the way for the Cougars with 16 points, but the Saints had Charles Correa, and he was even better, 25 points on the night. But this right here, get ready for it, hands down, play of the game. Trevor Vassy with the sweet 2-handed dunk. Saints win big, 64-46 for a trip to the final. So the tournament that started with 16 teams now down to just 2, and both of the teams were bracket busters. The Division II champ Tiverton played St. Ray's for the state basketball title. Tiverton, as we mentioned, the 11th seed. They've got the glass slippers on, just 1 win from the title, and they gave the Saints a battle. Tiverton led at the half 24-19 thanks to Benjamin Burgundy, who nailed that 3. He finished with 15, but the Saints come marching back. Charles Correa, 15 of his game-high 21 in the second half. He'd be MVP as St. Ray's wins Rhode Island's first open state tournament, 58-47 the final. It's the school's 7th overall title, their first since 2002.
And we just kind of fought through it. You know, I mean, those 2 guys, they have a tough, and their point guard's really good. And they're a well-coached team. You know, both teams just went at it. There's 2 good teams going at it, and, you know, we just survived.
All right, switching gears to the girls. There were 3 titles on the line Saturday. These games also were played at the Ryan Center. We're going to start with Division I as LaSalle Academy played Westerly. The Rams were making their 8th title appearance in 10 years. The 2 teams played twice during the regular season. Each team won once. This time Rams with the early 2-point lead when Westerly's Jessica Terenza ties things up. LaSalle would later take the lead. Nicole Stacy with the 3. 13-11. Rams on top. They go on a nice run. Kendra Dulles with the bucket. At the break, LaSalle led by 5, and in the end, they'd win it 55-48 for the final in the D1 crown.
We're kind of mirror images of each other, both teams. They're a terrific team, they're well coached, and we just felt that we just hung in there long enough. Maybe we felt that our depth would pay off, and I think midway through the second half, you saw it did. We got better shots, we got better quality shots, and I think fatigue had a lot to do with that. We wore them down at the end.
All right, D2 finals, Prout playing Mount St. Charles. It was Prout's first trip to the finals since '85. Put it in perspective, these girls, not even born. Victoria Judson with the jumper at the half. It was 15-8 Prout. Here's Emily Caswell as she finished with 11 as Prout dominated and won with ease, holding Mount St. Charles to 24 points. 38-24 is the final.
We played an unbelievable defense. This group, I've been saying all year, plays defense like no one else that I've coached ever. And every day in practice, defense is what we do, and they did it tonight. I mean, 24 points is unbelievable.
Just had this feeling from the beginning that, I mean, we had a trouble there in January, like coming up short on a couple games, but I knew our team could just come together.
Tangled with Central, these two also played twice during the regular season. Each team won once early on. Nina Traglia hitting the boards hard. The putback gives the Islanders the 10-3 lead. Later, check out this play. Middletown's Glenn Murphy forces the turnover and draws the foul and one. Chelsea Dowler scored 11 points for the Islanders. Nice play there as they take the D3 state title 52-32, the final.
We played a great game. Every single girl that played today was fantastic. They shot well, they hit their foul shots, they played great defense. I am so proud of them.
Every single day, going to the court for 3 hours a day. Even off, when we're off, I go to the court and work out. So hard work, and it pays off.
Coming up, we get wired with Cranston West head basketball coach James Moretti. Then we'll learn about a young man that hits the books just as hard as he hits the hardwood. And of course, you won't want to miss our top 5 plays of the week. All that and more after these messages.
Hi, we're the Bayview basketball team, and you're watching Varsity Life on Fox Sports and